Okay, these are bones of the skull. We're gonna start with...
Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I didn't... Okay, sorry. Oh, no, I did. It's still blinking red. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can go. I thought it was going to turn green.
I don't know.
Okay.
And this is the frontal bone. This is the frontal eminence. The superciliary arches. The glabella. The supraorbital margins. The supraorbital foramen. And the frontal sinuses you can't see. These are the lacrimal gland fossas inside, right here. And then the zygomatic process. And then the coronal sutures on the top. Okay, now we're going to go to the parietal bones. These are the parietal bones. They usually have parietal foramen right here, which are not on this skull. The sagittal suture, and then inside you have the grooves for the middle meningeal arteries. Okay, now we'll go to the occipital bone. This is the occipital bone. We'll start on the bottom. This is the foramen magnum, the occipital condyles. The hypoglossal canal is this canal in here, right here. And then this is the condyloid canals behind. And then the external occipital protuberance. The nuchal lines you can't see. And then the lambdoidal suture is right here. Okay. Temporal bone. This is the squama and the squamose suture. The zygomatic process is right here, right? Zygomatic process. The articular tubercle and the mandibular fossa is right here. There's the external auditory meatus for the ear, the styloid process, and then the mastoid process. And then in the petrose portion, there is the stylomastoid foramen between the styloid and the mastoid in there. And then the carotid canal is right here. And then the jugular foramen is this big one right here. So the carotid canal is actually anterior to the jugular foramen. Okay, the sphenoid. The inside. This is going to be a long video. Okay.
I know, it's already 3 minutes. Jeez.
Okay, the sella turcica is this whole thing. Sphenoid sinuses you can't see. The dorsum solae. The chiasmatic groove is the groove right here. Where the two would cross. The optic foramen are right here. And then you have the superior orbital fissures, which are these top portions, and then the inferior orbital fissures. And then, turn it around again, you have the foramen ovale, foramen spinosum, and foramen rotundum. And
you can also see them on this side as well.
yeah, ovale. I'm pretty sure this one's spinosum. And then rotundum. I think. We need to double check that. And then you have the lesser wing and the greater wing. Let me make sure. Well, I'll look that up and see. Okay, the ethmoid
No, that's right.
bone. This is the cristogali. The cribiform plate is on the side of these. The perpendicular plate, which I found out yesterday,
Oh, okay.
is this right here. The nasal septum, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
And the vomer is the bottom portion. And then the superior nasal conchas you can't see on here, but you can see the middle nasal concha. And then the inferior nasal concha, which is not actually part of the ethmoid bone, it's its own bone. Okay, then the facial bones, the nasal bones, the lacrimal bones on the side, which have the lacrimal sulcus right in there, the hole. And then the orbital surface is just the inner part of the eye. And then the maxilla is this top portion here. You have the infraorbital foramen, and then the anterior nasal spine, and then the alveolar processes, which are between the teeth, the frontal process, which is up here, the zygomatic process, and then the palatine process is all of this in here, and then the incisive fossa is right there. It's the whole. Okay, the zygomatic bone has the temporal process right here, the frontal process, no, it's right here, frontal process, and then the maxillary process, and then the orbital surface, which is the inside of the eye, and then the zygomaticofacial foramen, which is that little tiny hole right there. And then we have the mandible, which has the, on the side right here, coronoid process right here. And then we have the mandibular condyle right here. And then the alveolar processes between the teeth. And then the mental foramen. And then on the inside, we have the mandibular foramen. And that's that. And then the palatine bone is just this right here, bottom portion. And it has the horizontal plate, which are just these plates right here, the posterior nasal spine, and then the greater palatine foramen are the little holes right in there. I don't know if you can see that. There's the little holes. And then the orbital surface, and then the vertical portion of the palatine is like right here, but you can't see the orbital surface. Okay, that's it.